The Defiant Dawn drifted silently through the asteroid belt, her hull scarred and patched, looking more like salvage than salvation. Commander Adnan Shah pressed his palm against the observation deck's reinforced viewport, watching the distant glimmer of the Zephyrian Grand Armada approaching Earth's outer defenses. "They're beautiful," whispered Lieutenant Nehal Qureshi from beside him, her breath fogging the glass. "Like deadly stars moving in perfect formation." Adnan's jaw tightened. "Beautiful and about to glass our homeworld." He turned from the viewport, his weathered face grim. "Status report, Lieutenant." Nehal consulted her tactical display, her fingers dancing over the holographic interface. "The Grand Armada consists of 847 vessels, sir. 12 dreadnoughts, 43 heavy cruisers, and the rest support ships. Their flagship, Emperor's Wrath, is 3 times the size of anything in our fleet. And us? 1 prototype ship that High Command declared an expensive mistake 6 months ago." Nehal's voice carried a bitter edge. "The brass said our design philosophy was fundamentally flawed and tactically unsound." Adnan allowed himself a sardonic smile. The Defiant Dawn was indeed unconventional. Where other human ships followed the galactic standard of thick armor plating and massive energy shields, the Dawn was built around speed, adaptability, and what the engineers had called aggressive unpredictability. Her hull was a patchwork of different materials. Some sections were traditional titanium steel composite. Others were experimental metamaterials that could shift their properties on command. Her weapon systems were equally eclectic. Plasma cannons salvaged from derelict alien ships, railguns built from old mining equipment, and missile pods that could reconfigure themselves mid-flight. "The Empire's been conquering worlds for 3,000 years, Adnan said, moving to the captain's chair. "They've perfected their tactics against conventional warfare. Shield walls, coordinated bombardments, overwhelming firepower." He strapped himself in as the ship's artificial gravity fluctuated, another flaw in the Dawn's design. "But they've never fought humans before." The communication array crackled to life. Admiral Corinth's voice filled the bridge, transmitted from the Zephyrian flagship. "Primitive vessel, you will stand down immediately. Your world has been marked for annexation under Imperial Decree 847 Alpha. Resistance is futile." Adnan gestured for Nehal to open a channel. "This is Commander Shah of the Terran vessel Defiant Dawn. Your decree is rejected. You have 10 seconds to alter course before we consider you a hostile force." Laughter echoed through the comm. "One ship? Against the Grand Armada? Human, your species' reputation for irrationality is well deserved. Very well. We shall provide you with a demonstration of Imperial might." The channel closed. On the tactical display, the enemy formation began to shift, moving into their standard attack pattern. A wedge formation with the dreadnoughts at the center, protected by overlapping shield barriers. "Nehal, initiate protocol chaos." Her fingers flew over the controls. "Sir, are you sure? We've only run simulations. The simulations where we won every time?" Adnan's grin was sharp. "Light her up." The Defiant Dawn transformed. Her hull sections began shifting and rotating, changing the ship's profile every few seconds. Sensor dampening fields activated and deactivated in rapid succession, making her appear to flicker in and out of existence on enemy scopes. Most importantly, her weapon systems came online, not in the coordinated, predictable manner of conventional ships, but in chaotic, seemingly random patterns. The first salvo from the Zephyrian fleet streaked through space where the Dawn had been moments before. But the ship was already elsewhere, her adaptive engines allowing for impossible maneuvers that defied galactic understanding of physics. "Impossible," Admiral Corinth's voice cut through static. "No ship can change direction that rapidly without killing its crew." What the Zephyrians didn't understand was that human beings had evolved on a world of constant danger and adaptation. While other species had developed consistent, reliable technologies, humanity had embraced chaos and innovation. The Dawn's inertial dampeners weren't better than galactic standard. They were different, designed to work with human physiology's remarkable adaptability rather than against it. Nehal's console lit up with target solutions. "Sir, we have locks on their formation's weak points." "Fire everything." The Dawn unleashed hell, but not in the coordinated broadside that the Zephyrians expected. Instead, each weapon system operated independently. Plasma cannons targeting shield generators while railguns punched through armor at different points. missiles splitting into submunitions that swarmed enemy point defense systems, and experimental energy weapons that the Dawn's engineers had cobbled together from salvaged tech, doing things that violated several laws of physics. The lead dreadnought's shields flickered and died as 17 different weapon types hit it simultaneously. The Zephyrians had designed their defenses around predictable threats, but humanity specialized in being unpredictable. "They're breaking formation," Nihal reported, excitement creeping into her voice. "The support ships are scattering." But Adnan wasn't done. "Nihal, remember what we learned about their command structure? Highly centralized. All tactical decisions flow from the flagship." Understanding dawned in her eyes. "If we take out their command ship, the entire fleet becomes a mob. Do it." The Dawn dove through the chaos of the scattered fleet, her constantly shifting profile making her nearly impossible to target effectively. The Zephyrian crews, trained in formal fleet tactics for centuries, couldn't adapt to the sheer randomness of human warfare. Within minutes, the defiant Dawn had positioned herself directly above the Emperor's Wrath. The massive flagship, built to withstand concentrated fire from multiple dreadnoughts, had one critical flaw. Its designers had never considered an attack from a single ship operating outside all tactical doctrine. "Full power to all systems," Adnan ordered. "Everything we've got right into their command center." The Dawn's weapons fired as one, pouring 3 minutes of sustained fire into a single point on the flagship's hull. The Emperor's Wrath simply came apart, not in a dramatic explosion, but in the way a building collapses when its foundation gives way. Gradually, then all at once. With their command ship gone and their perfect formation shattered, the remainder of the Grand Armada did exactly what Adnan had predicted. They fled. Nihal stared at her tactical display in amazement. "Sir, we defeated an entire armada, with one ship. One ship that High Command said was worthless," Adnan reminded her. He opened a channel to Earth Command. "Home base, this is Defiant Dawn. The threat has been neutralized. We're coming home." As they watched the last of the Zephyrian fleet jump to hyperspace, Nihal asked quietly, "Do you think they'll come back?" Adnan considered this. "Eventually. But next time they'll bring their best tacticians, their newest ships, their most advanced weapons." He smiled. "And we'll still beat them. You know why? Because we're human? Because we're human. And humans don't fight fair." The defiant Dawn turned toward home, her battered hull gleaming in the light of Sol, carrying within her the most dangerous thing in the galaxy, human ingenuity unleashed.